welcome to Ann's Craft Room, where life is too short, so get out those craft supplies, try something new, and make something beautiful just for you. Today I'm going to be putting together a scrapbook page that is part of Ginger's Corner's Speedy Scrapbooking Hop. This is the sketch that I'm going to do, but I made it into a 2-page layout, so let me get it started for you. I pre-cut some of my embellishments on my Cricut. And I already pre-cut my photos and have them ready to be glued together. So I'm going to put this one down, and I actually ended up just cutting these on my Cricut, and that way I could determine exactly how I wanted to do it. And basically what I did is I took triangles, covered them up on each other, and then sliced them. And that way I could get those weird edges that I wanted without having to try to figure out how to put them all together on the paper. And then I numbered them so I knew exactly where they went. So like I have number 4 goes there, and this is number 4. Now my centers are going to go right up against each other, but that's going to give me a little bit of an edge around the outside. I'm just using basic craft cardstock for the backing, and I used a very old paper pad for these papers, and they are a thinner paper, and that's why I'm using them as my background. Let's see, how did that one go? Huh? Do you think I can remember? Right there, that's how that goes. So I'm just going to line that up on that edge, and then it should line up on that edge. There we go. So that's the background of one. I'm going to put a little bit more tape right there. So there's that. And then I'm going to put all my pictures together. This is of my granddaughter. We took her shopping last year at the mall down here. And we got her her first Cowgirl hat. Now how I got the edges on these mats is I took my Creative Memories paper trimmer, and I'll show it to you in just a second, and I took my pinking blade and I cut all of them, the mat, the picture, everything. So you see how I got the pinking edge on all of this. So here's my Creative Memories trimmer, and I just used this blade right here and switched it out for my straight blade. That's one of the things I love about my Creative Memories trimmer, is I can switch out those blades all the time and just get different things to use. Here was Grandpa in Faith's hat. And I used black so that I could make it stand out a little bit from the background in case the colors overlapped. I didn't want them on top of each other. And that's where the black cardstock is going to come in handy, because it will make them not blend in with the background papers. Oh, of course I ran out. So I'm just going to use my liquid glue. Because I don't want to get up and go get a refill for that at the moment. I don't have them handy at the desk. I did cut out this little cowgirl on my Cricut, and I'm backing it with black. And I'm going to stick her right up here in the corner. I'm going to move this out of the way while I put this together so I don't get any glue on that. I got to remember how this one goes together. There. I'm going to pause it for a minute so I can look and see how it went. So this is how it goes together. Sorry about that. I totally lost my mind as to how that went. Let me get my tweezers out so I can put some glue on these. You know, I just love making my own titles with my Cricut. I can't imagine not doing it anymore. And I love that it has the offset for them. Well, if you hear it, my dogs are barking in the background. I have a Shih Tzu, Bashan. His name is Little Bit. And then I have a Husky Shepherd, and his name is Pepper. Sorry about them. They're barking at each other. That's how they play. So what is everybody going to be doing for the weekend? This is the 18th of July, so I'm not sure when I'll actually get the video up. I'm hoping this weekend, but it's actually my birthday weekend, and I am going to a local scrapbooking place tomorrow and spending the day with all my scrappy friends scrapbooking. I swear my G and my C look almost identical. But I'm sure whoever's looking at my pages will understand. Now what my granddaughter has loved to do is when she comes to visit me, she plays I Spy with my scrapbook pages. And she likes to find the mistakes in Grandma's artwork. So I have learned to leave my mistakes in there, whether it be a misspelled word or something is crooked on there, because if it gets her looking at the scrapbook pages, go for it. So she plays I Spy with my scrapbook pages now. And she will be coming to visit me for a week in August, so I'm happy about that. I am so looking forward to it. And she loves to be in Grandma's craft room. So I have picked up some rock painting kits for her and a couple of other crafty things that we can do together. But we also have some other things planned too for her for the week. And of course we take her back to school shopping. I haven't figured out how to do voiceovers and fast forwards and voiceovers, so I apologize if sometimes this is boring watching me. I promise I am going to learn how to do that at some point so I can speed up this process and just do voiceovers. But in the meantime, I will try and keep talking to you. So that is made. And that is going to go right over here. Or maybe right there. I think I like it right there. Probably should have moved those up a little bit higher, but oh well, they're there now. So I'm going to put that right there. So there's that one. I think I'm going to put a journaling spot right up here in the corner. Put that one aside. We'll work on the next one. So this one's going to go right here. So I cut the identical shapes twice, but out of the same color of paper, but in a different order. So I'll show you at the end what I mean. This one is going to go right here. And this one goes right here. So while we were at the mall, we took her into Build-A-Bear and we let her make her own husky puppy. So this is a picture of her with her new puppy, and that way she can sleep with it in her bed and think of Grandma and Grandpa. I think she is the most adorable with her little pink cowgirl hat. I think this year we may have to get her some cowgirl boots. So, I don't know if many of you know, but I started a new job and it has been an adventure. I love the job, but it's definitely a learning curve for me. But hey, I turned 60 this week, and if I can learn it at 60, anybody can. I still do x-rays, but I'm doing more medical assisting now. But that has left less time for crafting, because with starting the new job and the new drive and everything, I've been totally exhausted when I get home and haven't been spending much time in my craft room. So I thought, well, this is the weekend, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get my 2 layouts done that I wanted to get done for Ginger's Corners. And I'm going to get a haul 1 done. So this is the weekend I do it. Where do I want him? I think he's going to go right over here. Actually, I'm going to put him right up here. There we go. And then I have this piece to put together. Now this one will be easier to remember how it goes together. I'm going to pause for a minute. Sorry about that. I'm back. Let me finish this up. left the tip out of this too long. I'm going to just quickly do that. So I got Cowgirl on one side and Cowboy on the other. There's that. Let's see. I think I'm going to put that right up here in the corner. No. Right down here. Right in the center. So that's the base of the pages. I'm probably going to do another journaling spot up here on this one and put some more embellishments on it. And so what I will do is I will pause the video, finish these up, and then show you close-ups at the end. Thank you for coming to Ann's Craft Room. I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel. I know I'm just getting started, but please, if you have any tips on what you do or don't like, let me know in the comments. I would really love to read them. Thank you and have a wonderful weekend. So here are my finished pages. I ended up doing my journaling with a couple of blings on it. Put some blings in the other corner. I have my date here, and then I felt like it just needed more, so I got out my Creative Memories Rick Rack cartridge, this one right here. It's a double Rick Rack. Let me see. Yep, right there. Then you can see it. It's a double Rick Rack. I love this one. It's very versatile. I have done it in 2 different colors, and stuff, but I ended up just outlining all around the edges, and then for these little pieces in between to mark the edges, these were the leftovers that was inside. After I they cut these little pieces, and I just pieced them together along the edge, and so like nothing goes to waste. So I think that turned out really good doing the Rick Rack around it. Let me know what you think.